Step back magic. Up in the building, up in the place to be in the flesh. Yes, sir. NBA is finally getting to that point. Right now, we headed for the moment of moments. It's playoff time, guys. It's time to get busy. CBS broke down an article that I like to read up on and where they're at. Remember I said the Nets need to get the 7th seed, and no offense, all things align perfectly for them boys. Cavs are going down, Nets came up. Good job to them. But let's look at what else we got going when we look at the teams and who's playing who and where it's going to be and what it's going to be. Miami Heat clinched the number 1 spot. They're moving in. They will face the winner between the 7th and 8th seed, I believe. Excuse me. The winners between the 10 and 8 seed. Okay, and I say that because the loser of the 7-8 will play the winner of the 10-9, and then that gets them that 8th slot for the play-in business. So they get that. A lot of difficult teams, though, in the range for Miami, okay? We're going to look at that in a second and see who exactly they could face. Milwaukee comes in at number 2, and they face the 7th seed, the winner of the 7-8 game. No offense to the Brooklyn Nets. All roads look to be pretty tough. You know, it's not going to be easy. They're going in facing champions, guys. So the Brooklyn Nets have it out for them for a little war. Let's get real, bro. They go, you choose Giannis or Jimmy. I mean, it's tough. The best position for them would have been to try to sneak in the 6th slot to play Boston. Okay? That would have been the ideal matchup for them. But let's go ahead and look at the breakdown real quick and what they talking about. Milwaukee, okay, they go into this breakdown, which I like. Okay, and some of their records are, projected 2 seed, current matchup. You see how they talked about between the Cavs and the Nets, as I just discussed. And then tiebreaker versus Boston, okay? Tiebreakers for number 4 for Philadelphia. Again, potential lineups in the next round for them. You understand? All roads is tough. There's no easy road here. Celtics, I think, look on paper to be the easiest route, but if Tatum and Brown get going, you could be in a lot of trouble as well. Let's go into the Celtics, who I think are kind of in a nice position. The 3rd seed, current lineup, current matchup, the falling Bulls, who aren't winning so well. Okay, that's the 6th seed. I thought Brooklyn may have caught up to them, but they're going to go in and go ahead and face the Bulls without Lonzo. I think they got a good chance here. They're set up well, Boston, to get in the next round. In fact, if I was Milwaukee, I would have tried to lose. If I'm Philadelphia, I would have tried to win. So Sixers are tied with the number 3 or on back to. So Sixers really should try to get to that number 3. That's the easiest road from a rest perspective. But if they don't, they stay in this number 4 slot, and they could get busy with the 5th seed. So who are they projected to play? The Raptors in the first round, which is still not bad, right? I'm not slighting the Raptors like that, but let's be honest, my boys. I mean, come on, let's be serious. I mean, it appears on paper a lot of defensively they're tough though. That's what you gotta worry about. I don't think they have the bigs to be able to handle Embiid, but you never know. You never know. With the 5th seed, the Raptors are locked in the 5th seed, which is interesting. Congratulations to them. They are probably Nick Nurse Coach of the Year because of this performance. Runner-up to Coach of the Year. Tyronn Lue and the Clippers got that. Tyronn Lue is definitely the Coach of the Year, and they go ahead and go play Philadelphia. So Philadelphia kind of has an easy route either which way. Chicago or Toronto, the position that the Nets should have been in. Let's continue on. Brooklyn, we talked about the play-in situation, right? They got to play the Cavs, and the winner between those 2 games gets the 7th slot. The loser has to fight for the 8th slot by playing the winner of the 9-10 play-in game, and that's where it gets spooky, okay? I think I got the Brooklyn Nets beating the Cavs because they're on a downtrend, okay? They're missing a lot of guys. Evan Mobley hasn't come back. Your big boy inside hasn't come back. They're kind of injury prone. Shout out to the Cavs doing the right thing with their scouting and getting Big Moses, like I told the Golden State Warriors to do. But they dumb like that. Let's continue on. Cavaliers on a downtrend again. Garland can only do so much. You know, there's a lot of talent on this team. Most of the teams in the NBA is pretty much set up with a couple stars already. It's all about how they're going to mesh. And Cleveland is one of those. They're just injury hit right now. Markkanen, Mobley, you know, those are the guys I think they'll handle them in the future to lead into the secondary score, third score. They're going to be a big defensive team, but they need their players back in. They're not going to be healthy. So that's why I put the edge up to the Brooklyn Nets in this game. Now we move on down. Now we get into a little bit of busyness, okay? The Hawks at the 9th slot, who are trending upward. Gallinari's on. Your boy Bonjanovic is on. A lot of people is on right now for Atlanta. They doing their thing. So I gotta respect their game right now. They're a little bit scary, and Trey is a ball of fire, okay? If he gets going, you're in a lot of trouble. 45, 50-point games. You know, he like the Reggie Miller with handles. You know what I'm saying? He's a dream killer. He's a dream killer, and you gotta watch out for the Hawks. They're hitting on all cylinders. On top of that, you got the Hornets at the 10th slot. By the way, Gordon Hayward has came back. You also got, you know, a couple other folks that have come back healthy. I think they're strong. I think they're pretty much loaded, in my opinion, as a Michael Jordan team has ever been loaded to. You know, you look at their roster, and Rozier and Melo and Miles Bridges, who I was excited for. As I said, one of the sleepers of the draft and definitely a contender for the new Shawn Marion Award. They're doing their damn thing. They're loaded, guys. If you look at that roster, they're loaded. Kelly Oubre. I mean, they got everything you need. Yes, they have, I'm saying it here, they have championship potential. I'll say that, okay? It's scary for me to say that, but it is what it is. Can they gel? That's the key thing. Can they gel? Get the right play calls. I feel as though Mike Jordan, if they don't win this year, again, not a bad job from the coach, but to get to the next level, we're looking for some Phil Jackson shit. Mike may have to make a move here. Not sure they win, okay? Not sure they win. Don't think Hayward had enough time to fully gel. A lot of other players just trying to get in play shape. But it's an exciting looking tournament here, guys. I mean, you talk about more excitement than March Madness. This is it. This playoffs is going to be bucket city and crazy, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the East. But should we jump to the West on the next video? I think maybe we should. So I'm gonna leave us here with the East and what they doing as far as movement. We gonna go into the West in the next video because they kind of sick too, and with that shit lined up. Mikey B, Step Back Kids. Playoffs getting ready, NBA getting ready, we getting busy. I'm out. Peace. There you go.